Hey guys, in today's video I wanted to talk about how to stay motivated with being healthy. That includes going to the gym or just working out in general, eating healthy, being healthy, just making better choices and how to stay motivated to do all those things. This video could go on for hours, but I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible, and maybe one day I'll do a part 2 to this video. But for now, let's get right into it. So the first thing on how to stay motivated to doing things is to find things that you like to do. Don't think that you have to lift weights to be healthy. Don't think that you have to go on a run to be healthy. You can find workouts and exercises that you love to do, and if you love doing them, you're going to want to do them. Maybe you really love running, maybe you love tennis, swimming, yoga, Pilates, jumping rope, horseback riding, anything. Whatever you enjoy doing is what you should be doing for exercise. My next tip on staying motivated is to set small goals. Don't try getting into the mindset of being healthy with the idea that if you do 10 sit-ups, you're gonna have a six-pack. First of all, six-pack abs, like, I'd love to have those. I've been working out for like 6 years and I still don't have those. So it is okay to have long-term big goals, like to have a six-pack or to have like a bigger, plumper butt, but try to set yourself smaller goals that are easier to achieve, and that way you are constantly being like, oh look, I did the thing that I really wanted to do. I'm so proud of myself. If you only set goals that are hard to achieve, you're never going to feel like you're making any progress towards those goals, and you're going to become discouraged and think like, oh well, I still don't have a six-pack, so like, why am I even trying? If on your journey to having your six-pack abs up here, you set a smaller goal of, this week I want to run 10 miles, and then you run 10 miles that week, you're like, oh look, I did 10 miles this week, maybe next week I'll aim for 11. Okay, this week I want to add 5 pounds onto my squat weight, and the next week I want to add another 5 pounds. And each week, if you're hitting small little goals, you're going to feel motivated, like, yeah, I can do these things, like, I'm making progress, I'm seeing changes, I'm doing stuff. Make sure you always have small little accomplishments that you can be proud of along the way to your main goal of your six-pack abs. Another big tip on staying motivated is don't focus on the scale. I know, especially as a female, we love to stand on the scale, and if we haven't dropped 4 pounds in the past 3 hours, like, why did I even do that sit-up? The weight on that scale doesn't matter. That is just your relation to gravity. That scale doesn't show that you're becoming healthier, that you're becoming stronger, that you're becoming better. That scale just shows you how much you weigh, and it doesn't matter how much you weigh, especially if you are working out. I'm sure you've heard this many times before. Muscle weighs more than fat. You may have lost 10 pounds of fat, but you could have replaced it with 10 pounds of muscle, and that scale will still say the same weight, but your body looks completely different. And no two bodies are the same. Somebody at 5'2" who weighs 130 pounds looks completely different than somebody who is 5'8" at 130 pounds. And even if it's two women who are 5'2" and 130 pounds, everybody carries weight differently. We all have different muscle composition. We all carry fat in different places. It doesn't matter how much that scale says. What matters is that you are always aiming to be better than you were before, and you will see change. I promise you. Another thing that we go through is we see ourselves in our reflection every single day, so you may not notice that you are constantly making changes in your body because you kind of see the progression so slowly. If you see yourself every single day, it's hard to notice the big changes. So what I personally like to do is maybe once a month or so, I take a progress picture, and I'll get like my side, my front, my back, just to see the change that happened in a month, because it is a longer period of time. And if you've been working out for a year, then you'll have a progress picture from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. And usually there is a pretty big difference in the two, that looking in the mirror, you may think like, oh, I still look like the beginning of the year, but no, you've made so much change. And when you see the pictures, you're like, oh, I really have changed a lot. Wow, that's really motivating. I'm so proud of myself. But then again, if you don't see that much change, don't get discouraged. Just know that you are trying your best and just stay on track, and you will see the change that you want. Another thing that I highly recommend doing is buying gym clothes that make you feel good. I personally love to wear all black, skin tight, with like a pop of color and a bra, and I feel super cute at the gym, and I feel super motivated to look even cuter in my gym clothes. So I highly recommend buying gym clothes that make you feel your best, so that you put your best effort forward. Another thing that I do is I follow a whole lot of really inspiring people on Instagram and on YouTube. I find so much inspiration in so many people. Like, seeing others achieving their goals makes me want to achieve my goals, and also looking at their gorgeous bodies, I'm like, I want to have a body like that. I need to go do my squats because she didn't get that booty by sitting on it. If you need ideas on who to follow for inspiration, one of my personal favorites is Nikki Blackketter. She has a channel here on YouTube and I love watching her videos. Not only is her booty like life goals, she's super down to earth and super relatable, and watching her videos is like watching one of your best friends talking to you and then your best friend tells you how to get a killer glute workout in. Other girls that I follow on YouTube and on Instagram are Buff Bunny, Brittany Lesser, Jessica Arevalo, Paige Hathaway, Jasmine Garcia. The list goes on and on. I'll leave a whole bunch of their links to their YouTubes and to their Instagrams down below if you want to check any of them out. I highly recommend them all. And once you find one, you kind of can find others, and it just kind of branches off. And next thing you know, you're following like 300 Fitspo accounts, and you're bombarded with beautiful abs and beautiful butts, and you feel so inspired to be better when you are just surrounded by all these amazing butts. And my last bit of advice is to not throw yourself into being healthy and fit just full force. If you dive into being healthy full force, you're almost setting yourself up to fail because you are changing your lifestyle so drastically that it feels unmaintainable and it just seems so hard and so different and nothing is the same anymore, and you just want to go back to the old ways because it's just so hard to change everything all at once. Start off by just adding in a couple of walks a week or do yoga a couple of times a week. Whatever you want to do, just do it a little bit. Don't be like, I need to spend 3 hours at the gym every single day, no rest days, team no days off. Don't do that because you're going to be overwhelmed and you're going to freak out and you're going to be like, I can't do this. I'm going to go back to being the way that I was. This also applies to changing your diet. Don't just go from one day eating complete crap to eating only salad, because you're going to be miserable and you're going to want your cookies and your ice cream again, and salad is the devil, and you're just going to be like, this is so hard to maintain, I'm going to go back to this. Make small changes that aren't super drastic. That way it's not like you're making all these huge changes that are super scary and super hard to maintain because they're so different, and change is scary and change is hard and I can't keep this up because it's just so hard. Relax. One step at a time. Baby steps. If you want to have a cookie, you can have a cookie. It takes time to become healthy, and it also takes time to undo all your hard work. Eating one cookie, missing one workout is never going to undo, say, a month's worth of being amazing. Don't make losing weight or getting toned or being fit your only thing that you're looking to achieve in life. Make sure you're still living life. You only have one life that you're living, and if you're looking to be healthy and fit in that life, that's awesome, but don't make that the only priority and the only thing that you live for, because then you forget to live. And if you go about it in the right way, you'll form a new habit and you'll love to exercise and you'll love to eat healthy because it'll make you feel better on the inside and out. So I think that's where I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope that I gave you guys some inspiration and some motivation. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a big thumbs up, and if you have any of your own motivation tips that you would like to share, I'd love it if you left them in the comment section down below. If you guys want to find me on any of my other social media platforms, I will have links in the description box down below. I love keeping up with you guys across all of my social media, and if you're not already subscribed to my channel, you totally should, so you're here for my next video, and I'll see you guys then. Bye! You're gonna have to do a lot of things on your own. Like, you are in a relationship, but your person isn't always going to be by your side to do things with you.